Part 3. Directions. You will hear some conversations between two people. You will be asked to answer 3 questions about what the speakers say in each conversation. Select the best response for each question and mark the letter A, B, C, or D on your answer sheet. The conversations will not be printed in your test book and will be spoken only one time. Questions 41 through 43 refer to this conversation.
Did you see Barry's holiday photos? They were out of this world. It must be that new camera that inspired him. He usually takes very boring shots.
I have seen them, actually, and I don't understand what all the fuss is about. Anyone can take good pictures in such a wonderful place. I don't see how you could do otherwise with those dramatic mountains. There's nothing very original about them, seeing as he's just done a photography course.
Well, that's typical of you because you know you couldn't take photos as good as that and it annoys you that Barry can.
41. What does the woman think of Barry's photos? 42. What does the man think? 43. What does the woman think about the man's reaction? 44 through 46 refer to this conversation.
I don't suppose you can work this weekend, can you, Debbie? We really need to get the Blackwood order finished before Monday morning, as they are desperate for their order before the holiday.
I can work till 4, but then I have to pick up my son from football practice as my husband is away at a conference this weekend. I can come in early if you like.
That's perfect, as Bob is coming in early too. There will be a bonus payment for you both, as I really appreciate your loyalty. Right, lunch is on me then. What shall I bring you from the sandwich bar?
44. Why do they need to work on Saturday? 45. What will the woman do on Saturday? 46. What will the woman get? 47 through 49 refer to this conversation.
So what did you think of Mr. Jones? Do you think he has the right personality for the job?
Well, he has been a teacher for years, so he's probably very good at dealing with people, and he's into sports, so he's probably quite healthy and energetic.
I'm not convinced about him. I think he'd make a better estate agent or car salesman than a PR person. He's a bit too sure of himself.
Well, the director needs to have our input before he makes his decision. We need to tell him what we think before 2, as he has a committee meeting at 2:30 about the parking problems.
47. What is Mr. Jones trying to do? 48. What is the woman's criticism of Mr. Jones? 49. Who will make the final decision? 50 through 52 refer to this conversation.
Hi, Jenny. Fancy seeing you here.
I don't come here very often, but I'd arranged to have a coffee with my cousin, and I needed to use the photocopier.
Don't you have one in your office?
Yes, but it's broken again. What have you been reading then?
Oh, these aren't mine. Jeremy borrowed them, but they were due back today, and I'm returning them for him so that he doesn't get a fine.
Children. Nothing but problems, aren't they? I'll be glad when mine have grown up.
Me too. But then we'll be like Sally, complaining that the house is quiet because the children have left home.
50. What is true of the situation? 51. Where are they? 52. What is true about the speakers? Questions 53 through 55 refer to this conversation.
It looks beautiful. The balcony is huge, isn't it? Are the views good?
Fantastic. We plan to plant lemon, orange, and olive trees in the garden.
How could you afford it? Did you win the lottery or get a promotion?
No, I inherited some money from my father, and rather than sell our house to buy a bigger one, we decided to buy this house for the summers.
Even if I saved for years, I couldn't afford a place like that.
You can stay at ours whenever you like. You don't need to pay us, as it's good to have people in the house when we can't be there.
Wow, thanks.
53. What has the man done? (54) How could the man afford the house? (55) What will the woman do? Questions 56 through 58 refer to this conversation.
Why don't we try out the new cafe that has been built where the cinema used to be? We could go straight after work today.
Is that the one next to the bank?
No, at the entrance to the park.
Oh, yes, I know where you mean. Facing the bakers. It doesn't have a very good reputation.
It's only been open 2 weeks.
My brother George said it was overpriced, although the food was quite good.
George is mean, though, and always complains about the cost of everything, even though he earns more than we do. Why don't you see if your husband wants to join us for a drink after our meeting with the boss?
56. Where is the cafe? 57. What does George seem to be like? 58. What is the relationship between the speakers? 59 through 61 refer to this conversation.
Did you watch the James Bond film yesterday?
No, I was studying for my accountancy exams next month. I get hardly any time to myself these days. I'm exhausted all the time, and I never go out with my friends.
Why don't you come to my place for a meal? I'll invite some friends and you can catch up with everyone.
Okay, I'll bring something sweet and play you my new DVD. It's got some great songs on it.
59. What is the man's situation? 60. What can be said about the woman? 61. What will the man do? 62 through 64 refer to this conversation.
Have you got everything that you need for the conference? You don't want a repeat of what happened last time when you went off without your laptop. Have you got your passport and your credit cards?
Yes, stop fussing. Now I will probably arrive late in the afternoon, but then we will be straight into a meeting, so I won't be able to get in touch till last thing. So don't worry if you don't hear from me till late.
I don't mind how late it is, dear, as long as you phone. Don't get too involved with all your friends and colleagues and forget.
62. What didn't the man have at the last conference? 63. When will the man phone? 64. What is the relationship between the speakers? 65 through 67 refer to this conversation.
What seems to be the problem?
I think my computer has crashed. It's completely dead. And since I only bought it 2 weeks ago, I'm very disappointed.
Let's see if I can talk you through it. It's always a bit difficult when you don't actually have the computer in front of you. Is there anything on the monitor at all?
No, I told you, it's dead. I've tried pressing all the buttons and clicking the mouse.
You don't have a power cut in your area, do you?
Oh, wait a minute. It's not plugged into the wall. Sorry.
It's an easy mistake to make, madam.
65. Where is the man? (66) What was the problem? (67) How does the man react? Questions 68 through 70 refer to this conversation.
Hi, Susan. I'm afraid I'm a bit under the weather today, so I won't be coming into the office.
Okay, Ben, don't worry. The meeting has been canceled this morning anyway, because too many people are on holiday. We'll sort out a day for next week to hold it.
Don't book it for Thursday, as I'm going to the dentist in the morning.
Okay, I'll try to finish your Jameson project if I get time.
Thanks, Susan. I owe you one.
68. What is wrong with Ben? (69) What will happen about the meeting? 70. What will the man do?